Will a cold air intake only make our Ford Explorer ST any faster? As you know, with an EcoBoost, you're gonna get the majority of your gains from a tune. Well, thankfully, we just got word last week that tunes will be popping up and will be available for the new Explorer ST. But in the meantime, let's put on an S&B cold air intake and see if it makes a difference. So it's been a minute since we've done any testing with the Explorer. So we're gonna get a baseline. It's different weather. We're in the dead heat of summer, DA of like 2,528 feet. Well, our previous best 0 to 60 in this was a 5.06 and it was 75 feet. So it's probably going to go considerably slower. So we'll go ahead and get this into sport mode, traction control off, advanced track off. So sport mode, yes, 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 yes. Oh, and we got a full tank of gas too. Just making sure it came up in RPMs. So if it was a 5.06 before, it's probably like a 5.3 or something terrible, because the DA means a lot. And it's not like we have a tune to just bump more boost into this thing. 5.24, not too shabby. I said 5.3, so 5.24. All right, so, oh shoot, I didn't have the AC off. We're gonna get this thing in the teens, baby. This thing would chew up so many cars off of a traffic light. So let's see if we got that lowered from the 524 since we turned off the AC. No. 527. Probably because it's a little heat soaked now. And 60 foot went from a 208 to a 209. So that's weird. The AC really didn't slow the vehicle down. I thought it would have done more than that. So now we're gonna go ahead, get it back to the shop, install the S&B cold air kit, and see what it does, see what the results are. Stay tuned. So what we've got here is the factory airbox off our 2025 Explorer ST. And some of the things to notice is, look at the different size intakes. Both of these are feeding air to the turbo, the driver's side and the passenger side. Yet, why are they different sizes? Why is one side, the passenger side, much larger? Plus, you got a real small area here for your air filter. This is going to be where the air is being sucked in through a factory cold air feed in the grill. The problem is you've got all those ribs inside. While it adds strength to the box, that's also causing turbulence and reducing airflow. So, a couple pops here, and we'll go ahead and look at this factory air filter. It's pretty small and it's a panel filter. You're not going to have as much surface area on a panel filter as a cone filter. And there you could see all the ribs I was talking about. As air's coming in, it's actually slowing down, and that's creating turbulence. But the biggest head scratcher is why do we have two different size tubes feeding the turbos? And here we have the S&B cold air kit, where they have resolved a lot of those problems. Both intake tubes feeding your turbochargers, they're the exact same size. Not to mention, this rotomolded box allows for a more streamlined and smooth airflow. And the best part, in my opinion, and kudos to Barry Carter and the team out there at S&B, is this removable lid. This is going to help keep dirt and debris down. It's also going to give you lower air intake temperatures because you've got a sealed box. I run one of these on my F-250, but I've got 4 screws I've got to pull to get it loose. Here, ingenious flap, and you can open it up. What that does is it allows you to service the air filters easier, but it also gives you an absolutely incredible sound that you will hear with the lid removed because of these turbos. You stand on the gas, you get off the gas, you could be at idle. It makes an outrageous sound. And now cold air intakes is one of those things that I've always said, throw the horsepower and torque numbers out the window. They're gonna make more power. A high flow cotton air filter will make more power any day of the week over your standard paper air filter. So one of the beauties of this kit is it's available with oiled filters or dry filters. Now, for the most performance, the oiled filters is going to give you the best flow. But let's say you live out in a dry climate where it's dusty, or you go off-roading and go on some dirt roads. The dry filters are recommended because that dirt and dust will stick to the oil filters much greater and require you to clean them a lot more. Now, I do know there's a lot of controversy out there. You got people like me that love the oil filters, and you got other people that say no, they wipe out mass air meters and everything like that. So I've never had that issue, so they swear by the dry filters. Well, you can order this kit either way, with the dry filters or with the oil filters. Now, if you're like me and you do prefer the oiled filters, check out our link below and we'll show you a detailed video of how to do it properly the right way so you don't have any issues. S&B says about 30 grams of oil per air filter, so it's really cool. They'll give you the option of offering it either way, but it's the little details that really add up. The smooth rotomolded tubes are going to help increase velocity and airflow by being smoother, not as rigid or accordion style like the factories. The other thing is a larger airbox right here. I mean, you could put a 12-pack in there. That's going to give you more available air as soon as you get on the gas, which is going to give you that instant throttle response. Last but not least, the filters you can wash. So every other oil change is how I do it in my household. I clean the air filters, I put them back on. That keeps your engine breathing better. That means better gas mileage, more horsepower, more torque. It's an absolute no-brainer. So super cool kit. I love the way this lid is designed. Like I said, sometimes it's just the little things in the detail, but you can snap this right back on as soon as you leave Cars and Coffee, and you're gonna keep those air filters nice and clean. And we're gonna wait about a half hour until the density altitude gets to where it was yesterday. And we're gonna take this thing back out and go 0 to 60 and see what kind of improvements we can make. All right, so we've got the S&B cold air kit installed. We're gonna try and beat our 527 and 524 0 to 60 mile an hour time. DA's roughly the same. It's a little worse today. We're sitting at 2,700 feet. Now the only change was the cold air intake. Things are moving inside here. All right. We went slower. 530. Huh. Well, DA's definitely not helping. We'll give it another crack and see what happens here. Let's see. Okay, all right, 520. That was better. The 209. So we've removed the cover off the airbox. Is it gonna do anything? I don't know. It sounds cooler. And at speed, technically, with the airbox lid on, it's gonna have more of a ram air effect. Don't know till you try something, right? You definitely hear it underneath the hood, dumping boost. Oh, wow. That was really bad. That was a 544. Oh, boy, you don't want to pull the lid off. Leave that for when you're parked at the parking lot. So it's a little hot right now. Like we said, we're about 200 feet, 250 feet above the DA from when we tried it last time. Now, it did go a little faster. It did go a 20. 5.20 versus 5.24, but I'd like to see a little bit more out of that. So what we'll do is we'll repeat the testing in the morning. DA is already above 3,000 feet and we'll go from there. All right, so we went a little quicker yesterday, but it was hotter. DA was up about 500 feet from the previous day. So this morning, 1,400 feet less than what we were yesterday. Try and make a glory pass here and see how much quicker it goes. So no 5.45 seconds. That's terrible. I really think the air is just killing us. We had thunderstorms last night, so it's super humid. $526, and it was a 545 going that way. If you want, jump in. We'll roll down to our cul-de-sac, and then we'll make another hit there. Even with you in the car, it don't matter. Well, no, you are 210 Frank. Still 1329 the DA.
So that's a 510.
11.
Do you want to hop out real quick?
Yeah, let's hop out real quick. Felt like it got there kind of quick. 522, baby. 207. $511, baby. $511. So yeah, all right. So we're kind of excited. Just went a 511, 209, but the lap before that went a 522 with a 207 60 foot, which is really good. So that was within, I think, 100th of our best ever of a 206. But hey, a 511. Let's face it, a lot of these cars nowadays, when you put mods on them, they got to start learning them a little bit. It sounds great. The quality is superb. And hey, now we're getting some performance out of it. And the DA is 1716. So 511, dropped to 10th. We're happy with it. Hit like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And remember the most important thing, Steeda, where speed matters.